here we are. We're here at Brazil for round number 6 of season 16 of racing Formula League. The 5 red lights are on and it's lights out and away we go. Who has had a good start? Tyres had a good start off line for Clemps, had a good start from second place, and he goes up the inside for the lead. Does the Williams off for Clemp, but Tarrier has the inside line for turn 2, but that switches back to Verklempt inside for the curve of the stall of turn 3, and now side by side they go as they head towards turn 4 of the Terceira del Lago. Inside line for Verklempt, and does he take the lead? He does indeed. Verklempt takes the lead, and now Jatin's going to get involved with Tarrier, but now Tarrier trying around the outside of the Ferradura. Is it going to work for the Racing Bulls driver? Side by side they remain, but Verklempt defending nicely for the moment. Tarrier still trying to move through the middle sector here, but I think they have now just about settled in position. Of course, Tarrier still right behind. However, LTV Tarrier right on the tail, of course, of Verklempt here. Are they going to go side by side down the pit straight? Yes, they are. Side by side they go, and who's going to come out on top here? Verklempt with the inside line of turn 1, but it's Tarrier. Is he getting himself through? Move not complete yet, but he's got the advantage. Oh, and Sevi Jr. drops down the positions for Mercedes as this battle continues on. And it's Matty who's up to 3rd position now, as we can see. The Alpine driver all over the back of Verklempt now. I know, is that 3 wide? They head into the Ferradura. And who comes out the leader of the race here? Tarrier has that lead for now, but it's Matty nicely up to 2nd for them. On to the pit straight we go once again. Matty right over the tail of Tarrier, and now they're side by side. Matty taking lead, but Verklempt trying to go through up the inside as well. There's not quite enough of an opportunity there, and it's Matty who takes the lead. On to lap number 3 we go, and Verklempt looking for that first place position now, side by side into turn number 4, and it's Verklempt who now takes the lead here. And is Matty going to be under pressure from Tarrier? It looked like it was close there, but they all settle into position now. On to the pit straight to start lap number 4. Verklempt leads for now, but that's the Audi of Jatin under a wee bit of pressure because let's go looking for it, but doesn't quite come to fruition through the first couple corners. Verstappen overtakes Sevi Jr. for P8 there. But what is going to happen here up at the front? Any position changes? Not quite this time round. And that is a first penalty. Oh my goodness me, I was not expecting them to go side by side there. And Matty takes the lead unexpectedly from me there, and a great move it must have been. Of course, these guys all still nose to tail. Bit of battle going on as well. Right, Kozlezko up to 3rd, whilst I was looking at other things. Kozlezko's moved up to P3, and now Jatin's under some pressure from Tarrier, who moves up to P4. Now Verklempt makes a move for the lead ahead of Matty, who is now P2. But it's side by side, Tarrier and Kozlezko. Tarrier makes an overtake for P3, and that puts Kozlezko under pressure from Jatin, who goes around the outside of turn 3. And Jatin makes up the position to P4. Just when I take my eyes off for one moment, and it all kicks off once again. And Jatin's made a move, and Tarrier's down to 6th position. A mistake there from Tarrier puts him down to P6. Is anybody setting up a move into turn 4? Matty sees the opportunity and makes the move for P1. Matty retakes the lead once again. Is anything else happening behind though? Oh, Jaltis under some pressure, and Tarrier goes through back up to P5 for the championship leader. Verklempt into the slipstream of the Alpine of Matty, and is there going to be a lead change once again as Tarrier overtakes Kozlesko. It's Matty who stays in front for now, but what's going to happen as they head down towards turn number 4? Nose to tail they go, and now they go side by side for Klimt. He goes up the inside and he takes the lead back away from the Alpine of Matty. As is Zombie, who I think set the fastest lap and then got a penalty, but it's going to be side by side into the Ferradura. Matty going up the inside. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Matty taking the lead here. No action into turn 1 here this lap, but what is going to happen at turn 4? The Lago, and already Tarrier's looking to make a move, and he gets past Jatin for P3. It's for Klimt right on the tail of Matty here for the lead. Tarrier's very close as well. And what's going to happen into turn 1? Nose to tail completely. But it stays as they are through the first couple of corners, and now on to the back straight here. And it is Matty under some pressure from Verklempt. He's going up the inside, but it's not quite enough for the Williams driver this time around. They stay as they are, and Tarrier, is he looking to make a move? Oh, it is. Of course, that's quite a narrow section of track, so space can often close up quickly there. Just looking here, oh, that's a spinning Mercedes. And that is not ideal for Sevi Jr. One last time at an Imola, but he's not quite had a good race so far here at Brazil. They stay as they are for now. Oh, that's 10 seconds. Zombie speeding into the pit lane there. And what's going to happen into turn 4 here? Tyre has a look, but it's not quite enough. So Sevi Jr. into the pits, and it's on to some hard compound tyres for the Mercedes driver. And Zombie onto some new medium tyres as well. They are nose to tail once again, the top 3. Tarrier, is he having a look on Verklempt? He is indeed. Tarrier takes P2 away from Verklempt there. And is there going to be some more action down the back straight? Tarrier going side by side with Matty. And who's going to come out on top here? Looks like Matty keeps the lead for now. The Alpine driver keeping the lead. Nose to tail they go once again. The straight mode activated, and side by side for the lead here. And Tarrier, can he take the lead here on lap number 13? He can, but the move not quite done yet. Still got the back straight to go through. And we'll see what happens here. Verklempt's all over the back of the Alpine of Matty. And Verklempt has a look up the inside and makes the move stick there. Into the pits for Kozlesko. He has gone on to the hard compound tyre for Aston Martin. Ooh, under pressure is Verklempt. Jatin's gone up the inside into Pico de Battle, turn number 10, and Jatin has made the move for P3. Opportunistic there from Jatin, and he gets himself into 3rd position. And Matty's dropped a bit of time compared to Tarrier. Tarrier heads away, but it's Verklempt into the pit lane. Verklempt pits. We'll see if there is action on track. Yes, there is. Jatin going side by side with the Alpine of Matty. Side by side they go. Who is going to come out on top here? Side by side into the Segadago, and Jatin off circuit he goes, and he's not able to make the move. So Verklempt on to the hard compound tyre. He comes out in 5th position, ahead of Verstappen 95 and ahead of Kozlesko. Zombie we can see just behind as well. But now, oh, Jatin's gone up the inside again. This time it's Matty. And Pico de Battle once again, he's gone for it there, and he's made the move stick, has Jatin. and it's P2 for the German driver. And into the pits there goes Matty. Matty pits from what was third. Oh, he's not slowed it down in time. 10-second penalty is going to be really costly there. It's going to be really costly indeed. And so Matty into the pits, and it's going to be hard compound tyres. Jaltis for Alpine into the pits as well. The pit crew not quite as quick as they could have been. Both Alpines pitting on the same lap there. So Tarrier and Jatin both staying out. Verklempt setting a fastest lap. Matty comes out behind the Williams of Verklempt. Zombie though on the tail of Verstappen 95, and they go side by side. And who will come out on top here? And it's going to be Zombie for Haas taking the P6 position. Tarrier pitting from the... Oh, Tarrier's got a penalty as well. Tarrier has a 10-second penalty, speeding into the pit lane. And on he goes to a set of medium tyres. But another driver falling victim to that pit lane speed limiter. And let's see where he slots in. A big tank slapper there as well. Oh, does he hit the wall on the exit there as well? And Verklempt heads through ahead of Tarrier. Tarrier slotting in P3 ahead of Matty. And Tarrier all over the back of Verklempt Williams car. Up the inside goes Tarrier into Pico de Bato. Is it going to be enough though? No, it's not for the Racing Bulls driver. But could it be into Yunsao? Oh, it looked for a moment like it could have been, but Tarrier will have to wait longer if he wants to be able to make a move. Could it be the pit straight here? Let's have a look. Tarrier, will he make a move into turn 1? He will. Up the inside goes LTK Tarrier. He takes P2, but will it stay that way? Down towards turn 4. That is the question. Yes, it will. It will stay the way of Tarrier being P2 on the road. Is there going to be any action? There's going to be Tarrier making the stopwatch action. He has set a new fastest lap on those fresh mediums. And so Matty closing to Verklempt, and Matty going up the inside of Verklempt, and Matty, can they complete the move? Yes, they can. Matty on to that third place podium position. Into the pits goes Jaltis at some fresh medium tyres, and I think that is him still in AI after that disconnect, so maybe the Alpine not on the strategy he'd have wanted. And now Jatin pits from the lead. So Jatin on to the medium tyre, lap 23. We see Jatin out onto the track. He slots in P5 behind the Aston Martin of Kozlowski. Jatin right on the tail of Kozlowski here. But same goes for the battle for P2. Side by side they go. Verklempt with the inside line. And does he make the move stick into turn 1? Let's have a look. Yes, he can. Move complete. And speaking of complete moves, it is Jatin completing the move on, because let's go for P4. And now these two side by side once again. Matty going back through, and Zombie speeding in the pit lane. Another driver not able to get that speed down. So Zombie into the pits. He serves a penalty. And as we see, Verstappen 95 also into the pits here. The Audi driver is onto the mediums, and Zombie is onto the hards. Let's see where Jaltis will be in relation to these two coming out of the pit lane. It's going to be The Alpine ahead in 6th, and then it's going to be Verstappen 95 slotting 7th, and it's going to be Zombie slotting in P8. Tarrier's into the pits. Tarrier pits for a second time this Grand Prix. So, LTK Tarrier into the pits again, and he's going to serve his time penalty. So he's going to serve the 10-second time penalty. And Tarrier, he's waiting an eternity there, serving that penalty. He goes on to medium compound tyres. Is this going to be a 2-stop race for some of the... Oh! Tarrier, he's hit the wall in the pit lane, and that's reset him on to the track. So that is a bit of a disaster from Tarrier. He's down in 5th position, and he's now got that front wing damage. And either leaves or disconnects. Let's have a look. And no move is gone for there. No move. Oh, and Verstappen 95 loses P7 to Zombie. But gets back going. Tarrier into the pits again. So the AI changing that front wing. And where's Tarrier going to drop to? It's going to be P8, I believe. Meanwhile, for the lead, it is nose to tail, pretty much side by side as well. And so it is Matty who has that P1 position. Sevy's into the pits for Mercedes. And we wait to see if these two go side by side into turn 4 though. Let's have a look. Klempt going for the move as he side by side they go, and who is going to come out on top here? Oh, they still go side by side, but it's for Klempt who has the inside line, but then Matty comes right back into the Ferradura and retakes the lead. A lovely battle here for the lead. And we've got Sevy onto a fresh set of the mediums. And again, we shall see down into turn 4. That seems to be the best place to make an overtaking manoeuvre, and side by side these two go once again for Klempt up the inside. Can he make it stick though? He goes a little bit deep, has a little bit of oversteer to contend with, and Matty is able to defend the position. Yeah, for Klempt needs to make sure that he is... Well, of course, a battle is fun. He doesn't want to be losing unnecessary time if he can help it. As Sevy Jr., he gets himself the new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Matty with that 10-second penalty. Unfortunately, that might deprive him of a race victory here. He could well still cross the line first, as Zombie gets past Jaltis for P5. Zombie getting away a bit. He's got some hefty penalty situations, has the Haas of Zombie. 16 seconds for him. So that, yeah, that'll drop him down a couple of positions there. As Jatin gets within a second of Verklempt. Okay. That has just put me a bit more on the edge of my seat now, as Jatin closes in to Verklempt. On board we are with Verklempt. He can see Matty Alpine ahead of him. Knows he has a 10-second penalty, but behind him is Jatin on that set of medium tyres. Yep, you can clearly see there, Jatin mediums and Klempt hard tyres. The gap has stagnated a bit, which is slightly surprising, I would say. I thought they were going to converge on each other. But Verklempt is doing what he needs to do to take that top spot on the podium. Top spot. Has Kozlowski pitted there? Has he pitted? Quickly. Yeah, he did pit. Kozlowski's pit on to some fresh soft tyres. Oh, and Jatin's got a 3-second penalty as well now. So that'll just about confirm it. There we are. So we approach the final corners. Matty is going to cross the line on track first, but a 10-second penalty for him means that Verklempt takes the checkered flag, and he is the man who wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Jatin takes P2 for Audi, and of course Matty in P3. Kozlowski, he is on a fastest lap attempt on those soft tyres. He's pitted onto them in the last moments, and he's going to cross the line for P4. Does he get a fastest lap? Yes, he does. That will get him an extra championship point. It's going to be Zombie across the line P5, but penalties means that he will drop down. So Jaltis across the line, he now inherits P5. Now Verstappen 95, will he be ahead of Zombie? Let's find out when we get to the race results. So Verklempt is your race winner here at Brazil, with Jatin P2 and Matty on the podium P3. Kozlowski P4, Jaltis is P5, Zombie P6, with Verstappen 95 P7, Seve Jr. P8, and then Tarrier and FaZe Ashton, I believe, won't be classified.